And my pond has been closed for the winter, but as you can see, I have the de-icer going on this side with 2 aerators and a de-icer on that side. As a matter of fact, I may go ahead to mix things up a little bit, turn on these waterfalls, or at least one of them, and get some water circulating, because it's still a little icy here and maybe need get a little more air on this side. So let me turn this waterfall on just to get a little water circulating. Wow, first flow of the year. All right, everything's looking good. Before you know it, that fireplace will be flaring up. Was out over the weekend and did a little pruning of my landscape bushes here. Took out a couple of cushions, old cushions, just so we could be comfortable. I had that fireplace going. It was, I don't know, 50 degrees yesterday. And all the fish are still hibernating. Should be coming up in the next, I would say, 30 days. Actually, I'm going to get that. I think I'm going to fire up that waterfall as well. Get that pumping. See what we got going here. There's probably a little, still a little bit of ice in that tube. Nah, maybe not, because like I say, it was really warm yesterday. In the Midwest here, the North Midwest, it gets cold. Cold, 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 cold. So, yeah, there we go. Yeah, we get a little water circulating. But that air has been pumping since, I don't know, last November. So the fish are loving that. Water is like the weather. It's been a little bit sunny, a little bit poopy, a little bit sunny. So it's been kind of a soupy day, kind of like this pond water. But they'll be up and swimming, asking for food before you know it. Alright peeps, so that's the pond in the backyard. That's where we sit most of the summer. Of course, the gazebo keep us shaded. We got our lights. So we'll be opening up this pond, I would think, within the next 30 days. So you also asked about what is inside, and what's inside is equally insane. People are always asking me, dude, why do you take on the responsibility of all these fish aquariums? So this is our family room where we watch TV, enjoy our fire. We have a 93-gallon cube that is a reef tank. And over here in the other corner, we have a 120-gallon reef tank. And, you know, we've loved fish for many, many years. We've always enjoyed our tanks. I did some experimenting on both of these tanks, where we're not running sumps like we have in the past. They're just too loud, too obnoxious. But it's, you know, it's enjoyable. So we've got, you know, some really nice specimens in both tanks. And, you know, the most important thing for us is it's quiet. So you wouldn't think that we have all these fish tanks in here because it's so quiet. And then in this room, we have, which is a step down from our family room, we have a 125-gallon freshwater tank with our long-time fish that we've had for many, many years. This guy is insane, one of my favorites. He is a tiger shovel-nose catfish, and he is about 18, maybe 20 inches long. And My wife's little baby is the Oscar, which he is phenomenal. We've got a super large silver dollar and a Citherum. And this is an 125 gallon tank. And then we've always thought, oh, just like the anecdotal tanks, and have the glowfish. They're really bright at night. You know, looks obviously fake. It's when you sit next to a reef tank all day and then you look at this, you got to kind of laugh. But we like the fresh water. The kids in our family, they love to come over and watch the motion in the reef tanks, and then come in here and look at the bright colored fish. So we have about 9 or 10 glowfish exclusively in this tank, and that's a 55 gallon. So yep, people think we're a little crazy, that we are the fish people in both the church groups, the social media groups, people at our jobs. They're like, kind of, well, what are you doing, dude? So between the pond out here, the fish tanks in there, and then we have another 125 gallon tank in another room upstairs, we've got about 8,000 gallons of water within a 40 feet span of space, just between the backyard and what I just showed you in the house. So if you're thinking about taking up fish aquariums as a hobby, I can tell you firsthand, I've been doing this this would be my 35th year. It is awesome. And the hobby is just so satisfying. It's so zenful, if that's even a word, but the zen that you get from coming out here in the summer, sitting out watching your koi fish swim around, when you got a fire going. You know, we've got a pretty extravagant lighting system in this pond that lights up the body of the water at night. And then each one of these water features, obviously that one is not going yet. That one I just turned on for the first time this year. That one I just turned on for the first time this year. Those have their own lighting features. They go berserk, blink, they disco, they change colors, they change patterns. So it's quite a show out here. As a matter of fact, one of my neighbors, maybe you can see down about 5 houses, Fred, is putting in a pond. So maybe this summer he'll spend a little bit more time at his own house than down here. And I think the inspiration in why he's doing that at his own house was our pond. So look forward to seeing that. It got too cold towards the end of last season. He tried to sneak it in and get everything done cheap around October, November. Got too cold, so his whole pond has been on hold for the last 4 months. So hopefully his will be done soon, as soon as the weather breaks here in Michigan and things start to thaw out a little bit more, and he'll be enjoying his own pond at his own house. Fred, no offense if you see this video. I love you, buddy, but I look forward to spending some time down at your house this summer. All right, guys, that's it. If you have any questions, let me know. Enjoyed the hobby. I would recommend to any of the peeps at church, any of the peeps that are involved with the family, especially you, Bree, Chad, Val, you guys, get into it. It's so rewarding and so much fun. Always remember, it takes a special person to take care and be a fish keeper, but anyone can build a pond or an aquarium.